Hey everyone! Welcome back to Let's Play Megaman Legends 1. As you can see up in the top left corner, I used the money I found in the portals and sub-gates to buy a Kevlar jacket, which will reduce the damage we take by half. And I also burned the money I had left on upgrading the energy canteen, so we can restore more health. But for now, we're going to waste 6 minutes in the museum talking to the curator.
Hi there. Thanks for helping me out before. Thanks to you, I was able to finish my painting. I just paint for fun in my spare time. My real job is here, working as the curator. Why don't you take a look around? I know there's not much here, but... Wait! You're a digger, aren't you? If you find anything interesting on one of your digs, could you bring it here and show it to me? If it's really good, I could display it here. You will? Great, thanks.
Yeah, she just forced Rock into helping her. She might as well hold Rock up at gunpoint and say, "Ooh, that's a very nice blade arm you got there. It would be bad if someone broke it." But all this empty shelf space you see is reserved for all the items that you're going to find in the ruins. Currently, all the museum has to display here is a diamond, which I'd rather sell or use for money, an ugly box, a boring-looking vase, and a hunk of rock. But if you found a special item in the ruins, go talk to her, and she'll comment or appraise it.
What's that you've got there? It looks like a bone or something. Oh well, a lot of the people who come here are into strange things like this. It doesn't look like much, but if you want, I can display it here. I'll call it an ancient digging tool. What do you say? Thank you so much! I bet there are a lot of people who'll come to see this. What? Did you really find that underground? If you did, it's an incredible discovery. I wonder what something like this would be doing underground. Oh well, why don't we call it a human doll? It could be someone's idea of a joke, but why don't we put it on display? Thank you so much! I bet there are a lot of people who'll come to see this. Oh my! Is that a crystal fossil? Do you know what that is? Those are made when a Reaverbot's body crystallizes over the centuries. They're considered Grade 3 national treasures. It would mean so much to me if you'd let me display that here. Please. What? Boy, I didn't think you were such a selfish little kid.
Her facial expression is worth 1,000 words, isn't it? It doesn't change at all, even when she's angry. But that's what she says if you refuse to donate any piece of art to the museum. I did that only once to show you guys, but let's continue.
Where did you find that? That's an antique shield. Relics like that are classified as Grade 2 national treasures. Some Reaverbot was probably using it to protect itself. You'll let me put it on display, won't you? Thank you so much! I bet there are a lot of people who'll come to see this.
But that's all the treasures that we have for now. This is what she says if you have nothing left to show her. That's of interest to her, at least. So anyway, let's exit and look at the bottom floor. Pretty looking girl, isn't it? That diamond is boring. And ooh, I wonder what this could be! I'd never actually noticed this before in the museum, but it's a really nice touch. Anyone in the comments below, Don't spoil what it is. Foreshadowing, hint, hint. But to add a museum in a video game full of art and references to the history of Legends, or the Dash universe, or timeline, or whatever, it's really a nice touch. It adds more depth to the world of Legends. And what that lady means by SF is science fiction. I wondered about that myself, but just in case you're wondering, it means science fiction. But I think it's pretty interesting that they showed the blue guy in the picture holding a bow and arrow. And it looks like he's fighting a sphinx, or a type of sphinx or statue. That's all I'm going to say to you about that painting. But anyway, now that we've gotten that out of the way, we can head up to the docks and use that refractor for something. Although we can't use it to power up the flutter again, we can at least use it to fix a boat, which will help us get into the Lake June subgates. Yes, I am aware that the docks is called Wily's Boats. In fact, the person who runs the place looks a lot like Dr. Wily, minus one eye. This is about the only allusion to the original series that they're gonna give you, besides Megaman and Roll. They don't have any boats right now because someone took them all. And oh gee, I wonder who it could be! I wonder who could have possibly stolen all the boats! Well, we've only met one group of pirates so far, so it can't be anyone else, can it? Well, go out this door, turn around the corner, and you'll find the culprit. Bum bum bum! The plot thickens. Worst henchman ever. They have a lot of heart, but the surfbots are really, really terrible. But I guess you could say their cuteness compensates for their incompetence. Apparently, Mr. Wily says that he has one boat left, but it's broken. That's your cue to investigate it. Just walk up to the engineer that's on the left of the boat, and then you'll be able to call Roll to come fix it. All without Mr. Wily's permission. Again, you don't have any other choice other than to say yes.
Someone's been taking really good care of this boat. There!
Well, do you really think you should be doing that?
Would you look at this engine? Let's see. All we need to do is fix the transformer and the refractor, and it'll be as good as new.
Roll.
And what do you think you're doing,
Huh?
Megaman, could you hand me a wrench?
Just a sec, Roll.
There we go, all fixed. Whoops. I'm sorry. I don't know what came over me. I just started fixing the ship and...
You really love machines, don't you? I can tell just by looking at your face.
Well, your face. It's covered with grease.
I'm glad I could get someone as pretty as you to fix my boat for me. Tell you what, you can use it anytime you want.
We'll be able to get to the island now.
That's great. Let me know when you want to go out to the island. I'll pilot the boat for you. See you later.
Okay.
Now you have a boat that you can use to travel to and from the Lake June subgate. But every time Roll's not in it, you're gonna have to call her. And I suggest that you save right here, because coming up is a gigantic fight with the Bonds. There are two weapons that I'd recommend for this fight: the machine gun or the powered buster.
Megaman, are you ready?
Yup, let's go.
Here we go. I'm picking something up on the sonar. Keep an eye out, Megaman. I knew it. They're here. Their robots are here.
Here's your mission for the fight. Keep Roll alive. Protect it from the boats as they shoot missiles and torpedoes. Right off, I'd say that if you choose the powered buster, you're going to have a little bit of a difficult time in using it to aim at the enemy boats. It's not a homing weapon, so I suggest that you use the powered buster from a distance by holding the R2 button down to look around, so you can fire the powered buster easier. Meanwhile, use the Mega Buster for up-close fights and for shooting the torpedoes and missiles down. You'll also want to use the Mega Buster to take out the Drox above you. If you decide to use the machine gun, you'll have an easier time in this fight. I just decided to choose the powered buster just to show off its capabilities, and also sort of a more challenging fight.
Don't relax yet, Megaman.
The whole time during this fight, Roll's just gonna circle around the lake in the boat.
From around the ship.
Stay on your toes, because there's gonna be a lot of enemy ships that'll surface around you. This would be a good area to use the powered buster, as long as you're not locked on, by the way. I find that pretty hilarious how the Drock didn't crash into the boat. It barely missed him becoming a successful kamikaze. If you decide to use the powered buster to take these enemies down instead of the Mega Buster, it becomes a game of predicting the enemy's move. Like that right there didn't work. If you fully upgraded the machine gun, you'll have a lot more energy to use than the powered buster. See, that's how you properly use the powered buster in this fight, from a large distance away. Don't forget, if Roll runs out of health, it's game over, and you're gonna have to start this fight all over again. Anyway, we're just about done with this fight. We just only have a couple more enemy ships to take out. Unless the enemies are really close, you'll have an easier time using the powered buster. You could pretty much call this a sniping type of game with a powered buster. And it's actually a lot of fun to use the powered buster as a sniping kind of weapon. Just as long as you don't fire it straight in front of you and happen to hit the railing of the boat you're in. It's just a lot easier to use the powered buster to take out the enemies that are straight behind you. This fight took a lot longer than it needed to be, thanks to me choosing the powered buster. I felt like this fight was going on and on forever, probably because I was using the powered buster weapon. If I had chosen the machine gun, I think I would have been able to end it in about 3 minutes. Maybe about 30 seconds more.
It looks like we got rid of all their little ships. Wait!
After you've taken all of them out, don't think that this fight is over. It's not over by a long shot.
I knew our little blue boy'd show up. I figured we'd run into him sooner or later if we waited here. Slow ahead!
Slow ahead!
All right, men! Concentrate your fire on the blue boy. Blow him and his little toy boat out of the water.
What? But, Diesel, if we sink his boat, won't the keys go down with it?
Who cares? Once he's out of the way, we can get whatever we want from the mayor, right? We've got to take care of him once and for all. Thanks to him, our plans have been completely ruined. I'm gonna teach him a lesson. All right, men, let's do it.
What's wrong with me? Why should I care if that little brat dies? I shouldn't. I really shouldn't.